everyone. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Market Consult Talk Show, Conversations with me, Faith. And you're welcome to today's edition. Today's a very special one. We'll go on a very short break. And when we come back, we'll meet our guests. But in the meantime, if you haven't subscribed, please click that button, like, share, invite your friends, and I'm sure we'll learn one or two things. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Today is a wonderful one for me because this is someone I've respected in the space, and he actually was in the beginning when I started Opportunity Links, and then I changed to Market Consult. So he's an activist on climate change, and his name is Olumide IDOWU. He's a climate change activist from Nigeria and promotes environmental awareness and balanced approach to growth and protection for the environment. Meanwhile, my daughter is a climate change activist, so you need to be a mentor to her, Olumide. So he's concerned about development and is about climate change and environmental protection. His conservation work is spread over a variety of venues. He has been actively involved in climate change activism for past 12 years and is strategically positioned to engage both younger and older generation through his active engagement in climate change organization and social media, where he's known as Mr. Climate. So he has led various cultural and nationally diverse teams. We're working with corporates and the media. He's participated in social change campaigns, coached others, and worked with a variety of other non-governmental organizations. And he is a former Atlas Cup Fellow and alumnus of International Visitor Leadership Program, IVLP, in the United States. I can go on and on and on, but this is the much we can take. And you can check him up on social media, on LinkedIn as Olumide IDOWU. Twitter, he's very active, Instagram, Facebook, and stuff. So Olumide, thank you for coming to my show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, all right.
Yes, I can hear you.
So tell us, what motivated you to start up this journey? Why climate change?
Okay, thank you very much. I think it's a personal experience based on my what I see around me. First and foremost, let me say thank you for bringing me on this show. My name is Olumide IDOWU, and I'm a Nigerian. And it's very important we understand that our country is facing a, let me call it, environmental problem. Let me limit it from climate change, because climate change is just one of the components of the environmental issues that we are having. And I started this journey just because of my passion for nature and to see how younger generation and vulnerable people are facing a lot of issues. Back then, university, I was in an organization called ISEC. And ISEC is an institution, is an organization that helps you to develop your potential. And I decided to focus on environmental issues in the network of the organization. And from there, I had this opportunity to, bring country on the issue that focus on environment. And one of my interns actually made me to start this journey, because he was actually looking at how environment space in Nigeria compared to developed nations. And this opened my understanding to let you know that we are in the same boat but different issues.
Yes.
So we are in the same problem but solving it in different ways. So I decided to want to continue to impact and speak up. So during my time in university, I decided to invest my volunteer activism, my experience. Though I study statistics, but this area of environment was like a passion for me, and it has turned to a career for me presently. So I hope you can hear me very well.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So that is why I decided to make environment space as a career. Yes, so I decided to make the environment space as a career, and for a couple of sections, journalism, focusing on social media. And one of the things that I leverage on is a platform called Climate Wednesday, which I started when I was in university with a couple of other young people. But I can tell you that this year makes it 9 years exactly that I've started this platform. And it has grown to be an organization called International Climate Change Development Initiative. And it has been running for 9 years now, but officially registered with the government in 2016. And I can tell you, we are presently in 4 countries, presently with a country rep. And we've been able to focus on building a climate smart generation across Africa. So my journey was I've been able to leverage on this journey because I leverage on mentoring, I leverage on volunteerism, and I also leverage on, looking at people that have, passed through this journey, and they are already sitting down, watching what younger people are doing. I make sure that I leverage on people that are contributing to the environment space positively. And environmental justice is a place whereby you speak to the issue. And I can also tell you that for a couple of years now, I've been also able to engage in different international organizations. And that makes me to now be the executive coordinator for the African Youth Initiative on Climate Change. There are many 42 countries across Africa. And I think I have a pool of numbers of young people that I'm working with presently. And it's a privilege for me to be on this space and to be speaking to, to different young people, both from Francophone and Anglophone. And the journey has been so successful. And I can say that I can only do much better because we have a lot of younger people that are coming behind us. In a couple of years, let me say 2 years, I'll be transiting because we cannot continue to be on this journey as a young people.
Yes.
So we need to also make sure that we leverage on the opportunity. So that's my journey. And if it is not climate, if it's not environment, then it is not.
It's nothing else.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. So did you go to school studying climate change? How are you able to build yourself to understand the issues in climate change? As an activist.
So
someone wants to start up.
That's a very good question.
They want to know, okay, how do I go about it?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So if you look at let us bring it to the layman, the way you ask the question. If I want to start a career or I want to also be an advocate for an environment, one thing you need to understand is, I said it, that helps me. I give myself to mentoring. It's very, very key. Secondly, let us forget academic now. Let us come into what do I need to be a good activist. Number one, you need to read. You need to understand the space, because if you don't read and understand the dynamics of what is going on, you will not be able to make a justification argument to justify your argument. Because if you want to talk about climate smart agriculture, if you want to talk about degradation, land restoration, and you're just coming into the space, you need to have a level of understanding, and you need to also read about who is doing what, who has been engaging this, what statistics, what numbers do we talk about, especially when you're focusing on local communities. You need to have your facts, you need to have your understanding of what they are facing. So it's very important that we read and we understand the space. Another thing again is you need to also attend events, activities, because there's going to be, like for me, I've gotten to a stage whereby I don't go for every conference, I don't go for every meetings. Some leadership activities, I don't go for them again. Not just because I don't want to, because I've been able to build myself to a certain stage. So I need more level of engagement now. But for upcoming generation, attend events, visit programs, read more on what is going on, join Zoom meetings that is focusing on the area you're looking. It's not necessary to attend that meeting.
Yeah.
So it's very, very important. And one thing again is you should get yourself exposed to what is happening in the global north. We are in the global south. So in the global north, a lot of things is going on. You need to understand countries that are called developed countries, countries that are called developing countries. Because if you are coming from developing country, that means you are categorizing yourself as a global south. So you need to understand what the global south entails when it comes to environmental issues, what the global north entails, and who are the developed countries. Lastly, volunteerism is key. If you want to build an investment opportunity for yourself, you need to volunteer. You need to learn. And when you are volunteering, you need to have a target. You must not be in an organization for years. You can decide, I'm going to this organization to volunteer for 6 months. And not that you're going to an organization to volunteer and you're just going there, you leave, go there, and you stay there for years. No, I have a target that in the next 4 months, I want to learn about restoration. I want to learn about climate finance. So I have a direction of what you want to know in an organization, so that one, the organization will not use you to achieve their aim alone, rather use you to achieve your own aim as well. Secondly, so that the organization can make you as a good ambassador. And do you know, most volunteerism turns to experience that you never forget in life. The organization can decide, okay, we want to give you a contract for the next 3 years.
That's
work
right.
with us for next, and you, in that process, you are building your capacity, you are building your knowledge, and you are creating a career path in that area. So I think volunteerism is a very key opportunity for young people to build investment opportunity for themselves. Thank you.
Amazing. I totally agree with you on volunteerism, because I started my job in non-for-profit as a volunteer with Journalists Against AIDS back in Abuja, and today here I am working with an international organization from my house on cancer treatment. So over the last 15 years. So it's been a journey. I cannot overemphasize the importance of volunteering. And also, you said something, reading. People don't read these days. Young people don't read. They're on social media, just flipping through pictures. You're not reading to understand what you need for your own career path. So young guys, you're out there listening to us, this conversation with Mr. Olumide IDOWU. Listen to what he has said. Go over the video again, even after today's episode, and I'm sure you'll be able to get what you need to get. So we'll go on a very short break. When we come back, we'll take the last questions, and that'll be it for today. Thank you very much for staying with me. Okay, welcome back from that short break, and this is like the last segment of this show. So Olumide, I hear people say a lot, and even me, I agree. Nigeria has beautiful weather. We have one of the most beautiful weather. We don't see all the earthquakes. We don't see all the hurricanes. Maybe we can see a little bit of flood. So are you going to say that we are safe, so the government should not do anything on climate change? What advice are you going to give out there?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's because you and I are not in the local community. You and I are not where the devastating impact of climate change is happening. I can tell you that my mentor always said that climate change is a time bomb. And if we don't take it, that the problem of Nigeria is in region phase. If you look at the northern part of the country, we talk about desertification, we don't talk about degradation. And if you look at the southern part of the country, gas flaring, oil spillage, that is eating deep into the livelihood of people. And come to the part of southwest, sea level rise, flooding. Will you now say that we are not affected? And one thing again is that we should be happy for in Africa or in Nigeria is the level of natural resources that we have in our country. And this natural resources still helping us to leverage on the slowness we are putting effort into climate action. So I would rather say that we are facing the climate change impact. It's just that, it's something that the government is not putting. And when things continue to damage, one day it's get to a place where you cannot repair it again. So now that we still have the privilege that we can solve problem of waste management, solve problem of flooding, if we don't take care, it's going to get to a day in time there will not be solution to all this again. So I think Nigeria is facing the impact of climate change, and this time is the best time to solve this. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Olumide. This has been a wonderful conversation with you. So your last words to the audience, someone who wants to be you, what would you tell that person? And we'll call it a day.
My last statement to audience is that for you to build an investment opportunity for yourself, you need to take a step, and that step is learn. You know, get a mentor to help you develop your potential, and try as much as possible. Be open to criticism. Let people criticize your writing. Yes. Let people criticize statements, and you will get better. And before you know it, you will be where you want to be in your future. And don't forget, career building is about learning. So if you want to build a career, be very strategic, and don't say that, oh, this is not going fine. Nothing is going fine. You have to leverage on the opportunity you have now to build your future for yourself. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, this is close for today. Thank you so much, Olumide IDOWU. We are so happy to have you, and we hope you come again next time. Put up your details so that people who want to reach out to you can reach out to you for mentoring opportunities in your organization or anywhere they want to go. So guys, thank you for staying with us. This is has been a wonderful time. My name is Afolabi, and our guest today has been Olumide Emmanuel, Executive Director of International Climate Change Development Initiative. From me, it's a bye. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow us on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and what else did I say? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.